Hello, troopers, and welcome back to G.A.R. Productions. Today, we are going to do worst to first Gonk Droids, and just a couple, first two disclaimers. Huge shout out to Jens. I know he has left the Lego Star Wars team, but truly without him, we would not have like 80% of the Gonk Droids we do. He is the one that put all the Gonk Droids, like the festive ones, which some of those are pretty high on the list, in the event calendars. Most of them, like the Imperial Gonk Droid from the TIE Bomber. The only reason it's in there is because of him, and just many of the other ones. The only reason we even have them is because of him. So it's a huge shout out to him. Bittersweet that he has left the Lego Star Wars team to go to Icons. I'm happy for him, but yeah, kind of a bit sad to see him go because he did some pretty amazing sets, and it was always fun that he would always try and put some Gonk Droids in. And then number two, this is just kind of like my. I don't even say preference. This is just how the best I felt I could rank them because it was really hard. They're all honestly really good figures. So it's not really a diss on the 14th to the first one. I think the first one is pretty cool. It's my favorite. That's kind of what impacted it. But this list is not easy in my opinion. There's not one that's like, oh, that one's bad. That's definitely lower on the list. It's like that one isn't as desirable to me. So it's going to be lower on the list. But let's get right into it. At the number 14 spot, I have the Sand Green Gonk Droid. He came in, I believe, the Resistance Transport. Mostly, since he was off color, that's kind of what put him down here. It's not like we really see a sand green, but a very cool color scheme nonetheless. Again, this was a very hard list, so kind of random. Next, I have the Turquoise Gonk Droid from the Droid Power Pack from the 20th anniversary. So, again, just a little bit of a weird Gonk Droid. That's why he ended up lower on the list. Again, nothing bad. Next, I know I feel bad, but I did want some more detail. I don't know how they would have, but it did seem kind of not as good as the other ones lately. I have Gonky from the Bad Batch shuttle. He just didn't look as good as the other Gonk Droids have been recently, so that's why he ended up lower on the list. Next, I have the Gonk Droid from a paper bag with C-3PO and a Gonk Droid from last year in the number 11 spot. The number 10 spot, I have the tall Gonk Droid. I don't know why they did this, but he's about almost 2 times as tall as the other Gonk Droids, so he's kind of cool. I have him at the number 10 spot. So breaking into number 9, I have the brown Gonk Droid, and this is actually lower on the list, but this is one of my favorites. He came in one of the event calendars. Our advent calendars. I want to say it's the 2014 one, but don't quote me on that. I'm not 100% sure. Number 8 spot, I have the 2014 gray Gonk Droid from the Sandcrawler. So he's at the number 8 spot. At number 7, I know some people might be upset with me, but I kind of rank these in my personal favorite of the holiday ones. I have Santa Gonk Droid. So I think he was just last year. I think that was Reindeer Gonk Droid. But Santa's at the number 7 spot. Number 6, one of my most recent favorite Gonk Droids is the Imperial Gonk Droid from the TIE Bomber. Really cool figure. Really happy we got that because I didn't have a Gonk Droid for the Empire, but now I do. So I'm very excited, very happy to get that minifigure. The number 5 spot, bringing in the number 5 spot, I have the Reindeer Gonk Droid. I believe that was just from the last Advent calendar in 2023. So very cute little Gonk Droid with his little ears. Very cool. The number 4 spot, I have the OG Gonk Droid. You can't go wrong with these guys. They were very good for their time. I do like the newer ones a tiny bit better maybe, but just the original and what they did just right off the bat, really, really good figure. And then the number 4 spot, I have the OG dark blue, bluish gray Gonk Droid, and mostly I just put him up there because he's a little bit more rare and more expensive, so I was like, I'll give him the number 3 spot over the OG Gonk Droid. And I believe they only came in one set each, which is kind of crazy because, it's like, we remember him from Lego Star Wars. Like, I remember getting Super Gonk where he can do crazy things, but very, very OG dark bluish gray Gonk Droid is at number 3. At the number 2 spot, I have the Snowman Gonk Droid. So again, another Christmas one. A pretty cool one with his little carrot nose, very cool. And then one of my favorites, not my absolute. I think the brown one is my favorite, but a very good one, and the one I chose just because of how they made him and the coloring that they did and used. I think it was superb. At the number 1 spot, I have Present Gonk Droid with the red and the green color scheme, and it's so cool how they got the lines of a present within Present Gonk Droid. So to me, the number 1 spot deserved is to Mr. Present, wrapped Present Gonk Droid. So that is actually going to be the list. I know a bit kind of quick. I have a busy weekend this week, so I do apologize. I cannot spend as much time per Gonk Droid, but that is, in my opinion, worst to first Gonk Droid. Let me know, guys, down in the comments what your favorite Gonk Droid is, and maybe what color scheme or what kind of Gonk Droid would you like to see. And again, a huge shout out to Jens. Again, we might only have like 4 or 5 Gonk Droids, period, instead of 14 to choose from if it weren't for him. I don't think we'd have any of the holiday Gonk Droids. So huge shout out to him. Again, bittersweet that he's left the LEGO Star Wars team. I'm hoping someone will carry that candle forward of still getting Gonk Droids regularly, especially the holiday Gonk Droids. Always a fun inclusion. So thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like. Again, comment what your favorite Gonk Droid is or what Gonk Droid you'd like to see. And if you haven't and you enjoyed it, please consider subscribing. Still a large majority of people watching my channel. I appreciate all the views and people enjoying the content, but are not subscribed. So if you haven't, please consider subscribing. So thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you guys next week.